Afternoon guys, same process again. Julian, translation, if you guys can do the same, that would be great. We'll go to Ben, please.
Sí, todo bien.
Hi Julian. I first wonder, how big a draw was it for you when you were a young player in Argentina to come to Europe and play in the Champions League?
Yeah, of course. They're massive competitions on a worldwide scale. Best players in the world playing this tournament. Everyone comes to Europe to play. I always wanted to come here. I'm very happy that I'm here now. I'm happy that I'm learning, growing as a player, giving my very best and helping the side whenever it's my turn to do so.
Erling Haaland is setting so many records as a striker. He's the same age as you. What's it like competing with him for a place in the starting lineup for Manchester City?
First and foremost, it's a privilege playing alongside him. It's always great when you can play alongside the best players in the world. It's important for us, he's key for us, the team. I've played with him, I've played without him. We're as old as each other, sure. But I think we can learn from each other both ways, really. I, like he, always wants to bring the best we can to the team.
Julian, in terms of Manchester City, there's been quite a few Argentina players played for the club, but Sergio Aguero stands out, and obviously he played in your position. How much of an inspiration is he and his achievements for what you want to do at this football club?
Yeah, we all know what Koen did here. He had a fantastic time here. He did some amazing performances, great goals, lots of goals. Not just him, but all the Argentinians who've played here as well have performed well. First moment I arrived, I wanted to have him as a reference. Everyone remembers him with great affection. The fans as well. Fans were great with him and they've been great with me also. I'm just happy wanting to bring to the team 100% effort, 100% commitment, and hopefully I'll have as good a time or a great time here at the club like he did.
Have you managed to speak to him at all?
Yeah. When I knew I might be coming here, I had a chat with him. I had sort of regular contact over a 6-month period with him and other international players that I'm in the squad with. What's the place like? What's the city? What's it like getting around? What's the city like? What's the club like? It's always good to have information when you're going somewhere for the first time, as much as you can get.
You come from a club where you were playing regularly to one where you are not playing so frequently, so regularly, and you've had to be patient. How difficult is that for you, and what challenges does that present for you as a player?
Yeah, that's how things are, you have to accept it. I think that places where I've played before, I've not got huge experience of loads of teams, but yeah, in River, I'd have times when I wasn't playing as regularly. I started at 18, also in the national team as well. I don't play all the time, but I also, try and train as much as I can, as hard as I can, so I'm ready and help the team with my qualities, my technique, my style, and hopefully carry out what the management want from me on the field.
Questions, guys?
Julian, when you see the amount of goals Haaland scored and the attention he's attracted, do you feel an extra pressure when you come into the team and you've got to do a job, or do you think people need to accept that you are a different player, and when he's not in the team may play a little bit differently?
Yeah, of course, we're very different players. But I think, like I was saying, people have to adapt to different types of play and different styles when different players line up. I like to occupy different positions on the pitch. In River, I had other players who were big goal scorers as well, and so it was a similar situation. The same thing happened. I'm used to these type of situations. I trust myself, I trust in my own ability, and I know that the other players trust me as well. And I think it's important that however way we can, we win. I wanted to ask you, first and foremost, if you've found opponents that have the same playing styles in your career, because a lot of teams sit back and defend deep. And is that hard to play against? And what do you have to do? What other things have you found that are different that you haven't found in tactics with other teams? Yeah, there are lots of teams who come here and sit back and wait for us to come onto them. It's difficult to try and find space and get behind them because there's lots of players in very little space. And as a striker, I've got players around me, lots of players around me, and sometimes it's hard to get as much time on the ball as you'd be used to. But our style of play is very, very intense, and we always try and win the ball back as quickly as possible. I know that's part of the job that I do, and if I have to make more movements and runs off the ball in order to help the team, that's what I'll do. Last question, in this World Cup year, have you seen that the preparation is changing a little bit going into games? It's a bit of a weird season with the World Cup in the middle. Are players getting a little bit anxious about the international games? Yeah, we know about the World Cup because there's coverage all over the place now in each country about the World Cup coming up. We know it's a short time away, but there's lots to do here. We know what we've got to do in our own jobs and our own work here on a daily basis at City. There'll be plenty of time to think about the World Cup once we get together with the national teams. We can concentrate on that.
Hi, Julian. I just wondered what you've learned from playing alongside Lionel Messi in the Argentine national team.
You always learn just watching him. It's difficult to try and copy the things that he does, but we all know what he's done over the years as a player. Best player in the world, obviously. It's always been that for me anyway. I've been lucky to share a changing room and a training ground with him and a pitch. Now I've got a chance to play alongside him as part of the national side. And if I can help in any way, and hopefully he can help my qualities and skills as well.
And also, Julian, is it right that Pep thinks that Argentina might win the World Cup? Is it you're his tip for the World Cup?
Según el mister. Yeah, it came out when we were having a chat with the teammates, a team talk, but I don't know if he said it with conviction. It's quite a while ago now. I think we're on the good road. I think it's a tough tournament though, isn't it? World Cup. You've got to concentrate on every detail of every game because every game can hurt you. You can be knocked out at any moment. But I think we've got a chance. We're confident. We believe in ourselves, and I think we're going to have a good tournament.
All good. Thank you, guys.
Gracias. Thank you.